70s moved on, we were watching more and more American sitcoms on Australian TV, and most of them were giving us an apple pie version of life in the States. Well, one show arrived that showed Australia a world that many of us barely knew existed.
A land of drug dealing, crime, public housing and poverty, afros, flares and platform shoes. The Ghetto. The Ghetto came to Australia through a TV series called Good Times.
Hello, Susan. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Ricky. Hello, David. Hello.
The Evans family lived in the poor housing projects of inner city Chicago.
You out there in the street every day. You know how hard it is to make $50?
Yeah, you got me there, Junior.
James and Florida were mum and dad. She used to be a maid. He was always struggling to find work and keep food on the table.
You was the firstborn, wasn't you? You bucking to be the first to go?
Esther Roll and James Amos were serious actors who fought for scripts that showed African Americans rising above the problems of the ghetto.
Well, this calls for a celebration. Yes. Let's have some Kool-Aid. All right.
Jimmie Walker was a stand-up comedian who played JJ. He walked in, uttered this line,
A dynamite!
and stole the show.
The whole dynamite thing came about this way. I did a little tiny one day in rehearsal, okay? John Rich, who was our director at the time, I want you to step out there and do a big dynamite, get those teeth and that face and that eye out there and just shake around and do this. I'm gonna give you an ISO camera and I want you to do it. And he showed me how to do it, his style, right? And I said, do you want it that big? And he says, you betcha. And take it and just hit it, man.
Dynamite!
TV reviewers said Jimmie Walker was a beanpole with a silly putty face, had the neck movement of an automatic sprinkler and the bug-eyed glare of an aggravated emu.
You know, you have to describe yourself as what you is, and that's what I is. And in terms of comedy, that's what I was at that time. There's no doubt about it. And I think that made a lot of it work in terms of what I did, because I came in a gangly, just buck teeth kind of crazy cat, man, going for it. Every show has to have somebody that's that wacky, kooky, crazy cat. And that was me. I think if you're doing a sitcom where people are supposed to laugh, you got to have the people out there to laugh. And nowadays, when sitcoms are done, there's no live audience hardly on any of them because people are not actually laughing, see? So the writers go, well, we know what's funny. They don't get it. We're kicking the audience out. No, 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 no. We should be kicking the writers out and bringing in funnier writers so that people will laugh.
Right, a Frankenstein.
Yeah, I guess Ma figured if Frankenstein get married, so could Dad.
Our cast was not a hangout cast, but I think in the years that we were on, if I spoke 500 words to those guys, that was a lot off this show because we were just so different. They were actors, and actors can be a little acty. You know, they need the acting Stella Adler kind of deal. And then there's comics who, like myself, who are just low-life vermin, common pond scum.
Hello there, vegetation. I'm back from the bathroom.
You know, when I do roles now, I don't go in saying, oh, what's my motivation, what's this? I don't have any of that. You know, they say, okay, be happy. I'm happy. Be sad. Oh, I'm sad.
JJ, you're a genius.
I know. Dynamite!